last lecture we have the trigonometric functions and its principal solution. Now in this second lecture we will start with the general solution of trigonometric function. Let us see the definition of general solution. General solution is nothing but it is the solution of trigonometric function it is the solution of trigonometric function which is obtained by using the property of periodicity of trigonometric function. General solution is nothing but it's a solution of trigonometric function which is obtained by using the property of periodicity. You know that all trigonometric functions are periodic functions. So using the property of periodicity we will obtain the solution of that trigonometric function. That solution is said to be general solution. Let us consider here, for example, if sin x equal to half, then we know that 30 degree x equal to 30 degree means x equal to 5 by 6 satisfies this equation, so it's one solution. Then x equal to half, then after certain interval, let us see figure again. Here this is, that is 5 by 6 gives value that is equal to half, otherwise it is 1 year for 9. Then here is one angle again, there is 5 by 2, then here is pi. So this 5 pi by 6 also gives the value of sin x equal to half. Then after that this is 2 pi, then 13 pi by 2, it also gives value of sin x equal to half. Then 17 pi by 2, this is 3 pi. So 13 pi by 6 and 17 pi by 6. So pi by 6, 5 pi by 6, 13 pi by 6 and 17 pi by 6. Here we have negative values, means 2 positive, 2 negative values which gives minus half. So pi by 6, 5 pi by 6, then 13 pi by 6, 17 pi by 6, again 25 pi by 6 and 29 pi by 6, etc. We will get the values of x which satisfy this trigonometric equation. So these are all, means infinite solutions are there which satisfy this trigonometric equation. So these are solutions of these trigonometric functions, and all these are said to be general solutions of trigonometric functions. Out of that, these two, in last lecture we have said that these two, pi by 6 and 5 by 6, these two are greater than 0 and less than 2 pi. This is greater than 2 pi. 13 by 6, it is greater than 2 pi. So these are the two, these solutions, pi by 6 and 5 pi by 6. So these are principal solutions. These two solutions are only principal solutions, and including these two principal solutions, all these solutions are said to be general solutions of this trigonometric function or trigonometric equation. So we have to find all these trigonometric functions, and all these trigonometric functions solutions are periodic, because this sin x is periodic. That's why we will write all these trigonometric general solutions in single formula, and that will be our general solution. Let us see the important results which we need to solve or to find the general solution of any trigonometric function. Let us see some general or important results. First one, result number 1. If sin theta is equal to 0, then theta is equal to n pi, where here n belongs to set of integers. It belongs to set of integers, that is z. Let us see the proof. Here we know when sin theta is equal to 0, obviously if theta is equal to 0, then we get sin theta is equal to 0. So whenever angle here is equal to 0 degree or radian, then sin 0 is always 0. So at this angle 0, sin 0 equal to 0. Means we can write here solution for this theta is equal to 0. Okay. Again, if we take angle having measure 2 pi, then at this stage where angle theta is equal to 2 pi, this complete circle is nothing but 2 pi radian. So whenever this 2 pi, then sin 2 pi is also 0. So 2 pi is another solution of this trigonometric function. So I will write here 2 pi. Then if we take angle of measure 4 pi, then also we reach to the positive x-axis. So at this stage, this sin 4 pi is equal to 0. So 4 pi is another solution of this. Therefore, theta has these values. Theta equal to 0, theta equal to 2 pi, 4 pi. In the same way, I feel again complete one circle. Then we get here 6 pi. So at 6 pi means sin 6 pi is also equal to 0. In this way, we can find next solution as 8 pi. In this way, we get here 2, 4, 6, 8. That is even multiples of pi, where n belongs to integer. Obviously, this theta is equal to 2n pi. If you put n equal to 1, we get 2 pi. N equal to 2, we get 4 pi. 3 into 2, 6. 4 into 2, 8 pi. If you put n equal to 0, then we get 0. In the similar way, we can take the negative angles also. Instead of this 2 pi, we can take this as considering this equal to negative 2 pi. So when we take negative angle 2 pi, we reach again up to the positive x-axis. So this plus minus 2 pi will give us the same solution. Means sin of minus 2 pi is 0. Sin of minus 4 pi is also 0. Sin of minus 6 pi is also 0. Sin of minus 8 pi is also 0. So all these positive negative are included here because this n is integer. It may be positive or negative. So this is the general solution of this trigonometric function sin theta equal to 0. When we think in this way. But instead of that, if we think that also we know that this trigonometric function sin theta is 0 when the angle is pi. When this is equal to pi, when theta is equal to pi radian, then sin pi is also 0 at this situation, because it is very easy to remember that certain take point at a distance 1. Here at a distance of 1, we get the point as minus 1, 0. First coordinate is always r cos theta, second is r sin theta, coordinate of any point. Here r sin theta is 0 means sin theta is equal to 0. Okay, here also y coordinate is 0, so sin theta is equal to 0. Here r is 1. So when pi is equal theta is equal to pi, this sin pi is equal to 0. In the same way, if we complete one circle and then once again we reach up to negative x-axis, then this measure is one circle gives us 2 pi plus pi, that is 3 pi. So this is 3 pi. So sin 3 pi, it is also equal to 0. In the same way, if we complete one again circle, this is 5 pi, because 2 circles 4 pi plus this pi. So 5 pi is also solution of this trigonometric function. Again, in the similar way, if you take again one circle, then angle becomes 7 pi. If you again complete, then it will become 9 pi. In the reverse way also, if you take the angle of measure this, that is minus pi, then also we reach to the negative x-axis, so sin theta will be 0 there, so plus minus pi. Similarly, for negative angles, all these negative angles, we get the same solutions. So these angles may be positive or negative, we get sin theta equal to 0. So here we are observing that this is 1 pi, 3 pi, 5 pi, 7 pi, 9 pi, these are all odd numbers. So here theta is equal to odd numbers, that is 2n plus 1 into pi. So if we consider this, if we start with pi, then we get these odd multiples of pi, and if we start with 0, you get even multiples of pi. So theta is odd multiple of pi and even multiple of pi, means it includes odd and even both numbers, means all integers. Therefore from these two we can write that this theta is equal to n pi, where n belongs to set of integers. So this is the general solution of sin theta equal to 0. Theta is equal to n pi. Okay, this is first important result. Let us move towards second result. Cos theta is equal to 0, which implies theta is equal to twice n plus 1 into pi by 2, where n belongs to integer. Okay, let us see the reason behind that. How do you get that result? Here we will consider the figure for cos theta. We know that when cos angle is 0, here when the theta is equal to pi by 2, if point is here, then for this angle pi by 2, cos pi by 2 is equal to 0. So whenever theta is equal to pi by 2, we get cos theta equal to 0. So first solution is theta equal to pi by 2. After that, if we again complete one circle, considering this first angle, this circle, and then we will reach to this positive y-axis, then this will be 2 pi plus pi by 2. It will be 2 pi plus pi by 2. That will be 5 pi by 2. So whenever angle is 5 by 2, cos theta is equal to 0. Similarly, if we complete again another one circle and then reach up to this one, it will be 2 to 4 pi plus pi by 2. It will be 9 pi by 2. Next one will be obviously 6 pi plus pi by 2. So it will be 13 pi by 2. In this positive direction we get these angles. If we take negative direction, then we will get here minus all these negative angles, that is minus plus minus pi by 2, plus minus plus minus plus minus, considering this as plus minus plus minus plus minus Okay, so cos theta is equal to 0 when theta is equal to plus minus pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 9 pi by 2, 13 pi by 2 with positive, negative signs, and so on. In this way, we can find here these numbers. Let us see the second situation of the same trigonometric function. When cos theta is equal to 0, when theta is equal to this, that is 3 pi by 2. Here angle will be 3 pi by 2, pi by 2 plus pi by 2 plus pi by 2, that is 3 pi by 2. At this stage, now we get here negative y-axis. The terminal arc is at, or it is coincident with negative axis. Then whenever theta is 3 pi by 2, obviously it will be positive or negative. Positive or negative pi by 2. Here is first one is negative pi by 2. Here we have taken already negative pi by 2. No need to just consider 3 pi by 2. After that 3 pi by 2 plus 2 pi. Second angle will be plus minus 3 pi by 2 plus 2 pi. It will be 4 plus 3, that is plus minus 7 pi by 2. Again complete one circle, we get angle of plus minus. We have complete two circles, so 4 pi plus 3 pi by 2. That will be 11 pi by 2. Obviously, the next will be plus minus 6 pi plus 3 pi by 2. That will be plus minus 15 pi by 2. So if we combinedly observe both these situations, here pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, 9 pi by 2, 11 pi by 2, 13 pi by 2, 15 pi by 2 means all odd multiples of pi by 2. This gives us theta is the odd multiple of pi by 2. All integral multiple, not only odd but theta is equal to odd integral multiple of pi by 2. It can be written as theta is equal to twice n plus 1 into pi. So this is the odd multiple of pi by 2 where n is an integer. So we get the second result, cos theta equal to 0 implies theta equal to twice n plus 1 into pi by 2. Let us move towards the third result. Obviously, we have derived two results for sine and cos. Now we will write the third result for tangent function. Third, that is tan theta. Tan theta is equal to 0 implies theta is equal to n pi. It's very simple because for finding tan theta we can use these two results, because since tan theta is equal to 0, it implies tan theta means sin theta upon cos theta is equal to 0. When this ratio will be 0, when its numerator will be 0, so sin theta is equal to 0 implies when sin theta is equal to 0, theta is equal to n pi, where n belongs to set of integers. Is it okay? So third result is very much easy to derive using first result. Let us move towards the fourth one. That is sin theta is equal to sin alpha. It gives us result that theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into alpha. Sin theta is equal to sin alpha, then theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into alpha. Let us how this result can be derived. Since sin theta is equal to sin alpha, so we can write this as therefore sin theta minus sin alpha is equal to 0. This is sin minus sin. You know the formulas that we have learned in 11th class, the factorization formula. Factorization formula for this is Sin minus sin is 2 cos sin, that is 2 cos of theta plus alpha upon 2 into sin of theta minus alpha upon 2 equal to 0. Now the product of these two can be taken to the right side, it will get cancelled. Now the product of this function and this trigonometric function, the product of these two is 0. That means at least one of them is 0. Therefore, cos of theta plus alpha upon 2 equal to 0, or sin of theta minus alpha upon 2 equal to 0. It will be or oblique and. Any one of them will be 0 or both will be 0. So here if cos this something angle is equal to 0, then we have this second formula that cos theta equal to 0 implies theta equal to this. So use that second one here. Therefore we get here theta plus alpha upon 2 is equal to or multiple of pi by 2. This or and sin of this angle is equal to 0. Again we have your first formula sin theta equal to 0 means sin of such angle equal to 0, then theta angle will be n times pi. So this theta minus alpha upon 2, it will be n times pi, where n belongs to set of integers. Okay. Now let us simplify this. What is the solution? Our aim to find theta. Now this alpha is given constant angle and this theta is variable. So find theta here. So theta is equal to this 2 get cancelled. So we get theta is equal to twice n plus 1 pi by 2 minus alpha. So we get it is or multiple of pi by 2 minus alpha. And in the second case we get theta is equal to this 2 becomes multiple of right number, it will become 2n pi, and this minus alpha plus becomes plus alpha. There n belongs to set of integers. So here theta is this and this. If we observe carefully these two, then this is or multiple of pi by 2 and this is even multiple of pi. This is or multiple of pi by 2, this is even multiple of pi. So means no, here 2 to get cancelled, no? So 2 is not here. So this is or multiple of pi and this is even multiple of pi, means these are all integers, these are even integers. Means if we combine these two, then from these two can be right here theta is equal to n pi, that is the all multiples of pi. But in this case theta is alpha is negative, here alpha is positive. Whenever n is even, this alpha is positive. Whenever n is odd, alpha is negative. So can we write this as minus 1 raised to n into alpha, because whenever n is odd, we get here minus 1 raised to odd number is negative alpha. When n will be positive or even number, then minus 1 raised to even is positive plus 1, so we get plus alpha. So this will be the common solution for these two general solutions. So this is the most general solution for this trigonometric function. Sin theta equal to sin alpha implies theta equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into alpha. Let us move towards the next one, that is fifth. Similar result for cosine function. Fifth one, that is cos theta equal to cos alpha. Then theta is equal to 2n pi plus minus alpha, where n belongs to set of integers. That n is already written here. Let us try to prove this result. As cos theta equal to cos alpha, we can write this as cos theta minus cos alpha equal to 0, and cos minus cos is nothing but minus 2 sin, that is minus 2 sin theta plus alpha upon 2 into sin theta plus theta minus alpha upon 2 equal to 0. Again minus 2 can be cancelled here. We get here. Therefore, sin of theta plus alpha upon 2 equal to 0. And second we get sin of theta minus alpha upon 2 equal to 0. Again we can use here now first formula, that is sin theta equal to 0. It gives theta equal to n pi. So this angle theta plus alpha upon 2 equal to n pi by using that first result. Again here we get theta minus alpha upon 2 is equal to n pi. So from this we get theta is equal to 2n pi minus alpha, and from this we get theta is equal to, taking this 2 becomes 2n pi and this negative alpha becomes here positive. So combining these two cases we can write theta is equal to n pi plus minus alpha, where n is an integer. Okay, this is also very simple result to prove, using the similar as that of fourth one. Let us move towards the fifth result. Sixth result. Here result 6 will be related to tan theta. If tan theta is equal to tan alpha, then this theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. Let us see how this result can be obtained. Here tan theta equal to tan alpha, so we can write here tan theta equal to tan alpha, so we get here sin theta upon cos theta minus sin alpha upon cos alpha equal to 0. Taking this tan alpha to the left and converting this tan into sin upon cos. Just take make the denominator same here. We get cos alpha or cos sin theta cos alpha minus sin alpha cos theta upon cos theta cos alpha, taken to the right becomes 0. Write the same as cos alpha, instead of this we will write here cos theta sin alpha. Then we can write this result as, this is sin cos minus cos sin, so this will give us sin of theta. Here is a negative sign, so theta minus alpha is equal to 0. Now this sin angle equal to 0, it means theta is equal to n pi. So using first result, we get now here theta minus alpha equal to n pi, where n belongs to set of integers. Therefore theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. That is the required result for sixth important result. Okay, let us move towards seventh one. Now these, in first situation what we have taken here, let us make the groups of these results. This is our first group, this is second group. Now let us move towards the next seventh result, that is sin square theta is equal to sin square alpha. Then we get theta is equal to n pi plus minus alpha. We get result as n pi plus minus alpha. Eighth result, I will write all three remaining results, 7, 8. That is cos square theta is equal to cos square alpha, which implies theta is equal to the same n pi plus minus alpha. And the last one, that is the number 9, tan square theta is equal to tan square alpha, which implies theta is equal to n pi plus minus alpha. So this is the third group of results. If you observe these groups, then in first group we have taken every trigonometric function as 0. In second group, sin theta is equal to sin alpha, means if that certain trigonometric function is equal to the same trigonometric function with different angle, then we have made these three groups. Now here squares are taken. Let us try to prove this seventh result now. So this 7 sin square theta equal to sin square alpha. Here sin square theta minus sin square alpha, this is given. Now in this result we will write this sin square or cos square in terms of cos 2 theta. We know that double angle formula, that is cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square theta. So here sin square theta is equal to cos 2 theta minus 1 or 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2. So we get here this can be written as 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2 is equal to, similarly this will be 1 minus cos 2 alpha upon 2. So using this result, this 2 will get cancelled, plus 1 will get cancelled, negative sign will get cancelled, remains once again cos 2 theta is equal to cos 2 alpha. So we have converted these square functions into degree first degree functions, cos theta and cos theta. It is similar to this one, fifth result. It is instead of theta, here is 2 theta. Therefore we can write using that fifth result, we get 2 theta is equal to, that fifth result said theta is equal to twice n pi. So twice n pi plus minus alpha, that is 2 alpha. So cancelling 2 from each, we get theta is equal to n pi plus minus alpha. That is the required result. So it is very much simple to prove this first one. Let us see this next cos square theta. Now whenever cos square theta is given there, what we will get here? Formula for cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta minus 1. So this cos square theta will become this as plus 1 and dividing this by 2, cancelling 2. So cos square theta is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta upon 2. So instead of this negative sign, we will get only positive sign here. Once again we get the same result, this cos 2 theta equal to cos 2 alpha, and we get the similar result that theta equal to n pi plus minus alpha. Is it okay? Let us move towards the next, that is the result number 9, that is tan square theta equal to tan square alpha. Let us see that last one, that is tan square theta is equal to tan square alpha. Therefore this tan square theta, let us take the property of invert under, so we get this is equal to 1 upon tan square alpha. Then let us use the property of componendo and dividendo, then we get 1 plus tan square theta upon 1 minus tan square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square alpha upon 1 minus tan square alpha. This is by invertendo, this is by componendo. Again take invertendo, then we get 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta is equal to 1 minus tan square alpha upon 1 plus tan square alpha. Here you can easily observe that this is the formula for cos 2 theta and this is for cos alpha. Cos in terms of tan, that is cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus tan square upon 1 plus tan square. So we get the same equation as we got in these two cases. Therefore cos 2 theta equal to cos 2 alpha implies this, using this formula number 5 we get here theta, that is 2 theta is equal to twice n pi plus minus alpha. Alpha is here our twice alpha actually. From that alpha is equal to this. Cancelling 2, we get theta is equal to n pi plus minus alpha. That is the same result. So in these three cases we get the same result, theta equal to n pi plus minus alpha. So whenever square is given, we will remember the single formula, that is n pi plus minus alpha. Now let us see the last, which is different from all these results. Okay, that will be result number 10. It is about a cos theta plus b sin theta equal to 0. Then theta is equal to twice n pi plus alpha minus plus minus beta, where alpha is equal to, where cos alpha equal to, here we have three angles alpha, beta and theta. So here cos alpha is equal to a upon root a square plus b square, sin alpha is equal to b upon root same root, and cos beta is equal to c upon the same root, where a, b, c are real numbers. So equal to c, not 0, where is c, where a, b, c belongs to sigma real numbers. Let us try to prove that last one. Here the equation is a cos theta plus b sin theta is equal to c. Then if we divide each term by root a square plus b square plus c square, we get a upon root a square plus b square cos theta plus b upon root a square plus b square into sin theta equal to c upon root a square plus b square. So here we will consider this a upon root a square plus b square equal to cos alpha, this as sin alpha, and this as cos beta. Okay, then we get this equation as cos alpha into cos theta plus this will be sin alpha into sin theta equal to cos beta. We need here to find the angle theta, that's why we will write this equation as, once again considering theta first, then we get cos theta cos alpha plus here sin theta sin alpha, that it will be cos beta. So this will be, obviously plus is here, cos plus sin is nothing but cos of plus is sin here, so we get theta minus alpha, and that will be cos beta. So we get cos theta minus alpha, that is equal to cos beta. Now this result is similar to this fifth one, where cos theta equal to cos alpha, instead of theta we have here theta minus alpha. Therefore using that 5, result number 5, we get theta minus alpha. Theta is equal to 2n pi plus minus alpha, here alpha is our beta. Therefore theta is equal to 2n pi, this negative alpha becomes here positive alpha, and this plus minus beta as it is, where n belongs to integers. Okay, so this is the last 10th result that you have to remember. It is the equation of trigonometric equation containing cos theta and sin theta. At the time the result will be theta equal to twice n pi plus alpha plus minus beta. So these are the 10 important results that we need to solve the examples based on these trigonometric equations. Okay, we will solve some examples in our next lecture.